Have you gone live on YouTube before?
A couple of times, yeah. It's been been okay.
It looks good. Do you like the clouds?
Yeah, no, it looks good. I like it.
I thought it was like neutral. Okay, no
Yeah.
one's no one's here yet.
Okay, good. I got
Usually, yeah,
I
I'll.
just got a notification that you're live.
Oh my God! Did you hit the bell?
I guess so because I got a
That's
notification that you're live.
that's really nice of you.
Okay, yeah, and it is very slightly delayed.
Slightly delayed. Are you hearing audio?
I just muted my phone, so I was hearing audio, but I didn't want my microphone to pick it up.
Okay, it seems like
There's folks here.
there's folks. Hi everybody. Okay, let me. We have my elbows have been down trying to figure this out for a second, but okay, everything sounds good. I spent the first 5 minutes just making sure everything's okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where I can put my phone so I can watch chat without looking away from the camera this whole time, but
You should be able to see chat on my screen.
I can, but then I'm going to be looking here away from the camera the whole time.
Oh.
Unless I just shuffle my computer a little bit. There we go. That's a little better.
Okay, hey everybody. Guess who is here?
I can't see. Now the chat's too far away.
Do what's best by you. I should
Now-
put this on my Instagram story.
And then I will also put it on my Instagram story when you tag me in it.
We are the internet.
We
Okay.
are so professional. We're so good at live streaming.
Hey everybody! Okay, wait, let me tag you up.
Yeah, do that, and then I can post it too. And then we're gonna take over. Ninja who?
Okay, I wish I could put a swipe up to my live thing.
You
I don't have enough time. Okay, I did it. Okay. Hey everybody in the chat. Thanks for coming. I've been having these Monday live streams where we just kind of kick it and keep it real. So Vilonious is here today. If you don't know Vil, he has
Wow. No, Ninja V.
he's collaborated with me on this channel before, and I've been featured on his channel, and we're also friends. And I would say you're a pretty good friend at that. You have talked me off the edge.
I try. I do my best.
When I called you the other night, I was in my backyard just with 3 White Claws as my other friends, and then on the phone with you. And I was sitting on a step stool. I was so small. Reevaluating it later, I was why was I so small? Did I want to just disappear? I've been watching The Sopranos, and I keep thinking about the therapist.
Dude, I haven't seen The Sopranos since it first aired.
That's what I'm saying. So for context, The Sopranos is this Italian American mob, HBO dramatized series kind of thing. And he's seeing a therapist, and that's where you get a lot of the inner narration. And there's this part where the main character, the mob father guy, he's in the office waiting to see his therapist, and there's a painting on the wall of a barn, and it's an old barn. It's a painting you would get at a garage sale. And he goes into the therapist's appointment, and he's did you plant that painting there to fuck with my head? And the therapist is what made you think that? How did the painting make you feel? But anyway, hey guys. Little warm up before people get here. Before the show.
What are we doing here? We didn't plan this. We didn't talk about this at all.
I have a couple things I wanted to.
You want to go live today?
Well, I have some topics that we'll talk about, and then we'll just check out the chat. And Annie L is a new channel member. Hell yeah! If you guys are new to YouTube live streams, there is super chats, and if you leave a super chat, your comment will stay at the top of the chat for a couple minutes, and I mean, if no one else leaves one, it'll stay up there the whole time, and you can leave a super chat for a little donation. So during this time, I'm letting anybody plug whatever they need. If you need to plug your Etsy or just say what's up, I'm not going to punish anybody for like plugging anything. So I know times are tough.
Tough for everybody.
So people are like, oh, like stimulate your local economy. Is that the right word? Have you gone anywhere?
No.
Really?
I've been like ordering food from like Grubhub and Uber Eats and stuff, but that's pretty much it. Like everything else is closed. I tried to go buy art supplies and stuff, but
Oh
I
yeah.
couldn't.
So I've been food shopping in New Jersey, and they have completely different rules. Like their Best Buy was still open, but what I observed at the Best Buy, you say what you're going to buy at the door, and they go inside and get it for you.
Yeah,
so there's
that's
no
their
browsing.
big thing here. Yeah, it's weird.
That's in PA, or at least in Philly, everything is closed.
Yeah, it's pretty much like that here too.
At least like for Best Buy and like GameStop and stuff. Because I kind of want to buy a PS4.
Dude, do it. That's what I plan on.
Yeah, but I don't know. I want to buy I want to be like a smart consumer. Like my natural instinct is to like shop around. But
I got mine from Costco, so.
Did you say Costco? What did you say?
Yeah.
Huh. Well,
Yeah,
I don't have a Costco membership. Actually, Philly doesn't have a Costco. I don't think.
How?
There's a couple things that we don't have. I think just because of like maybe a Costco, it only finds itself in like certain number populations. Like there's ones in the suburbs.
We have 3 of them here. They're awful. I hate that store.
Oh well. Yeah. So
Yeah, everything else is shut. It's. I mean, that's a good thing, but it took a while. Like up until like a week ago, like restaurants and stuff were like still open. Like dining rooms were still open. It was crazy. Like people just didn't care. They were just going.
So it's interesting. In Philly, if you can do takeout, you can stay open. So a ton of places are open, even if they don't really offer takeout. And it's interesting, like, we ordered a pizza, and you still go in and get the pizza and then leave. So
Yeah, you just can't stay.
You can't stay, but I feel like, I don't know. It's interesting to me, but
Yeah.
in Philly, everybody's out today. Like, everybody everywhere is out.
That's nuts, man. I did go for a bike ride like a week ago, and I was a little bit surprised at the amount of people that were out. Like when I was on the roads, it was empty. There was like no traffic, even like main roads. I was riding and not worried about getting smashed up by a car. But then like there's one part of the ride where I was kind of on like a bike path where there's not supposed to be pedestrians on there, but there was. And there was like tons of people, like whole families like walking together and stuff. And it was weird.
Somebody is saying that your audio is kind of low. I just tweaked it up a little bit. Can you say some?
My brother just texted.
He said it's low.
I'm noticing from your screen it's gotten a little choppy. I don't know if it's just the internet no work good.
How's that? That's a little higher.
The
audio is better now. Okay, so
okay.
I pumped it up a little bit.
Okay.
Love you guys. I'll
Hopefully
catch up tomorrow at 1:30 here. Thank you so much. So after this live stream, if you are missing any of it, it will be permanent on my channel. So if you need to leave for any reason...
It's going to be permanent on the channel?
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. We just got to not say anything stupid.
I mean, I don't think you would. I've spoke to you candidly, and I don't think that you're stupid.
Yeah, I got this.
I think the best thing to just talk about, like, what's going on, and don't spread any like misinformation. Like I caught 10 minutes of the Philip DeFranco show before I called you, and Woody Harrelson is like spreading conspiracy theories. It's just like very odd. Like I feel like you should just know what isn't quite right.
Yeah. I mean, just even if you think this is all fake and it's all bullshit, just stay the hell at home, dude. Like,
so Dirty Soy says,
like, I stay at...
yeah. Well, Dirty Soy says Arizonians think that the heat will kill it. No one is trying at all. Is Florida like that?
It is kind of like that here. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I had to go to the hood the other day, like my old neighborhood where I grew up, and in the hood they don't care, man. Everyone was outside. It was like a normal day. Restaurants were open. Like people were just chilling outside. Like no one cared.
That's how my neighborhood is. So last night I went to drop a letter off at the mailbox, and I was wearing a face mask, and this guy who was holding a beer, this guy came up to me and he's like, "Oh, like you're really wearing a mask, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah, I don't want to get sick." And then he was like,
"Yeah."
Yeah, he was like, I don't know. I really didn't want to be like punked on that, but I was like, yeah, you know, I don't want to get sick, and my parents are old. And he was like, yeah, that is scary. I was like, I can't believe this is happening. But then downtown, everybody has a mask. They've got like anything around their face.
Is my stream still good? Like what I see on your screen, it got real choppy.
For a second. How's your internet?
I mean, my internet is fine. How's yours?
It says that the stream health is good.
Okay, then we're good. It might legitimately be me.
Okay. Yeah, what happened with your internet today? Is that private?
No, they just shut it off. Like I thought everybody was like kind of letting us not pay our bills this month. Like, yo, we'll catch it next month because everyone doesn't have a job right now. And Comcast shut me off. I woke up and my cable and my internet were out. I was like, thanks, guys. I thought we were cool. I thought we had an understanding.
I was so surprised that you pay for cable. I was like, wow, what's he watching on TV?
I don't know why. Dude, I don't watch anything on TV. That's the worst part. Like, I need to just cancel it. But it's like, I need fast internet, and they only give me fast internet if I pay for a cable with it, so...
That's despicable.
Yeah, it sucks. I feel like we have a delay. My brother texted me again and said it's a bit choppy.
Well, you could reset your computer. You know what I mean? Or do you...
Yeah.
Because if my side isn't choppy, then it might just be you. But are both of us choppy?
Yeah. I don't know. We got to rely on chat for this.
They said his video is so bad right now. Hey, I restarted my computer before we started. That's always a good rule.
Yeah, I did. But I closed out everything I had open.
Yeah, but has your computer been on for like 5 days? Why don't... Okay, so reset your computer. Reset your computer and come back.
It might take a minute, but all right, I'll be back.
Okay.
All right, hold down the fort.
Okay. Okay, everybody, it's just me. So hey everybody, how are you guys doing? Thank you guys so much for, this is a little bit of an experiment. This is kind of my first time, diving into stuff like this, but, a crispy McDonald's Sprite quality. McDonald's Sprite was my favorite meme that no one knew what I was talking about. Everyone was. That was confusing. Yeah, thanks for your patience, guys. I've been trying to learn more of this, like live streaming and having different windows and having different people on. So this has been a really fun experiment. Other than like Vilonious's internet connection, I think this is kind of a good setup. I mean, there's still background, but I think the background is pleasant enough. But Yeah, I also found out I wasn't getting a capture card for my birthday, so I just ordered one. So once that gets here, I'll be able to stream gaming, which is really cool. There's a lot of cool PlayStation games I've actually been looking into. I've always been Nintendo. I had a PS2 so I could play DDR, but I've always been that Nintendo chick, so that's been cool. The last 3 weeks I've been making dinner to your live stream and it's been so chill. It's been super nice. I'm having a hard time with my headphones on. But if the audio's good, it's just like I'm not used to it. Hi Quack, your new video is amazing. Oh, thank you so much. It was really fun to make. Other than like the box disappointed me, but the editing process was fun. I wonder if he's gonna text me when he's ready. Oh, he did say that it was gonna take a minute. Yeah, if you ever live stream, it's always good to restart your computer right beforehand so you don't have like background processes and stuff. I think about that time you called John Belonius every time I see y'all interact. I'll be sure to call him that once he comes back on. The Wendy's ad gave me life. So that Wendy's ad is, it's actually based on a Wawa ad, but I decided that the people who know what Wawa is, know what Wawa is, but the people who don't are like, what are you doing? So I changed it to Wendy's at the last minute. But there's this Wawa ad, and if you don't know, Wawa is like a gas station convenience store that has a deli counter that does hoagies, like long sandwiches. So the fact that they deliver now, you're a gas station. But their commercial is like, Wawa, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, now delivering. And I'm like, all of a sudden? Why is that? Why are we delivering all of a sudden? Big sad that V is gone. So he just had to reset his computer. I'm hoping that helps. Because we had 20 minutes beforehand where we were warming up the call and working out the bugs. And everything was pretty clear then. Remember that video of you stranded in the middle of a huge storm in the suburbs? That was legit right next to my house. And I was like, dude, what video was that? I shop at Uniqlo and dumpsters is the vibe. I've been referencing, so I made this video and after I edited it, it was 2 hours long. And in post, I don't know if I should cut it up into smaller videos or cut it up completely so it just becomes a smaller video, but it's a complete style, I don't know, discography of mine, so I keep referencing it and I haven't put out the video yet, but I just need to figure that out. Our last yoga class I didn't go to because I was marathon editing that video, and now there's no more yoga in world, and I was like, damn it, and you didn't even post the video. Hello to other April birthday people. Yes! My birthday is this week, and I'm just wondering if anyone forgot. Long content is my fave. How are your freckle tattoos now? It's funny, somebody messaged me this morning. I was actually going to bring it up with Vilonious, so we will talk about that. Wait. Vilonious said, almost restarted. Is there going to be an official birthday stream? I think so. I would like to have one. I was thinking of making a stream where I just make a mask. I have 2 expired, more professional masks. I have a picture of me wearing it. I've been wearing these masks out. But I don't know if they're for a grown man or if it's one size fit all. But it fits right up against my eye. See that? So I don't know if these masks are like too big. Mariana, is that your name? Welcome to the members. Welcome to the membership program. Enjoy a discount on my Teespring and my previous posts. My monthly favorites video will be coming out super soon. But I mean, I will be talking about Animal Crossing as my favorite game of the month. I really, other than playing Pokemon, I mostly just played Animal Crossing this last month. But I'll still do a segment for games because I've like really started to enjoy talking about gaming. So Princess Blurryface, I hope everyone is doing well. Glad to be here with you, Green Heart. I'm glad that you're here too. Thank you guys for your patience while Vilonius is restarting his computer. But if you think of anything you want to talk about with him and I, definitely leave it in the chat. Wait, how do I get a discount at Teespring? I want this sweater. So my channel memberships have a discount. If you are a channel member, you just have to look through my posts, and I have like a member discount that sometimes changes, but as of right now, it is whatever the last one I mentioned is. Okay, Vilonius is back, and Summer is a new member. All these fire comments leave, and Quicken always reads the worst ones. I'm trying my best. If I missed your comment, politely post it again. I'm only working with one screen here, and there's a lot going on. So I'm really, really sorry. I hope you understand what that looks like, or at least bear with me.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay. Let me hold on here. Okay. It's scary because it's live.
I can't see anything yet. There.
Oh my, your camera looks sharper.
Really?
Yeah. That might
Should I leave it alone?
It's like a touch washed out.
Yeah, that's what I'm adjusting the settings right now.
Okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
That looks good.
I'm gonna turn off the auto white balance. Never mind, I'm gonna turn that back on. Okay. It still looks choppy from what I see on your screen, but we might just have to roll with it.
I don't think it's terrible. Is it unbearable to anyone?
If it is, too bad.
Wow, I couldn't even tell his eye was blue before. There you go.
Yeah, it does that.
Does it really? I feel like people with blue eyes will say that, though.
I mean, I forget it's there, so.
Okay, everybody says it sounds good and it's clear.
Okay, that works for me. Let's see how long it lasts.
McDonald's Sprite level of crispiness. And Sophia is a new channel member. Someone just said there's chalk in their pants. Oh, on their pants. Anyway. So, where you live, are you like in close quarters with your neighbors and stuff? Or is it kind of like...
Yeah. Like there's houses on either side of me that are like, we're like 10 feet apart. Mm-hmm. But all my neighbors are being like smart, at least. We're just like waving to each other from a safe distance. We're not like all up in each other's faces. So that's been pretty chill. Like I don't have to interact with anyone really on like a daily basis. It's not like if I lived in an apartment or something where I have to like share an elevator with a bunch of people.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so it's pretty chill. It's really just been like going to the grocery store a couple of times. It's the only time like I had to be around people, and
So
even then it was like everyone was pretty respectful.
you're not ordering your groceries online or anything like that?
No, because I usually like don't make lists or plan what I need. I usually don't even look in my fridge before I go. I just go to the grocery store and wing it, and then forget everything I need. So I can't pass that irresponsibility onto someone else.
So I went to the grocery store on Friday and they were only letting in like maybe 100 people at a time or 50 people at a time. So we had to wait in a line outside of the grocery store to be let in, and it took like a half hour to get in. But when I went in, I saw people like browsing, like they didn't know what they wanted. So it was kind of
Yeah.
interesting because suddenly you're like, well, shit, I had to wait in the line for an hour because you were like looking at apples like,
Yeah, they're not doing that here. They're just letting us in the store. It's just a free for all. But I mean, they have like tape lines on the floor and stuff so we don't stand too close to each other.
it really varies like where you go because
I
in
guess.
it's like that in Jersey, but it's not like that here in Philly.
I
But
mean, how bad do you guys have it there? I know Jersey has it pretty bad.
Jersey has it really bad, and we have 3,000 cases.
And it's about the same as here. So yeah, we're equally bad.
I think it's 3,000 cases in Philly, the city. Let
Like
me
just in the
just
city.
let me
Yeah, it's
quickly
the
double
same
check
thing
that.
like my county. Yeah, I haven't been watching. I haven't watched the news today, so I don't know what like the current numbers are. But
Yeah, it's this weird mix of like I don't want to know and like I
yeah,
should do my best to know.
yeah, I'm a little bit tired of like
Yeah,
that's
we
all on TV.
it's 3,000 in Philly. I just wanted to make that clear.
Yeah. Yeah, I miss like watching the news and seeing all the dumb crap I don't care about, like the Kardashians having a fist fight. Like I haven't seen anyone talking about that. It's
Did
like,
that,
come on. None of us care. We all hate it, but like let me hear about that. Just tell me about the fist fight, please. I don't want to hear about the the disease anymore.
Same. I like it's weird because I was telling you this I believe, but like I made a video not talking about it at all. And then I made a
Mhm.
video kind of talking about it because I don't know, do we want to talk about it? Do we want to forget? But
Yeah.
I don't know. Cuz I find myself like I
Yeah,
still want to know, but
I'm avoiding it. Like I'm avoiding making like whole videos on the topic. Like I was saying earlier today, I was thinking about like a week ago, I was thinking about, making a video about the people licking toilet seats because it's an easy thing for me to make fun of. But like on the other hand, like I don't know if I want to make a whole video about that. So
yeah.
talk about the sickness that we're all tired of hearing anyway. So I'm just like doing other stuff. I might crack a joke here and there, but
It says we have a poor connection.
I can see that on the screen here.
Oh no, I can't
I
get
don't
rid
know
of
why
it.
that is. It's mine is fine.
Is it?
Yeah.
I can't get rid of the word poor connection.
I mean, I feel like this be happening sometimes when we just like have a normal Skype conversation. I don't know. It's been like months since we talked on Skype,
I know I actually had to update
but I
my
feel like
Skype.
when we
Let me see.
yeah, I mean, my internet's low.
Let me check the chat. They said it's bearable. I would use a different platform. We were like kind of it's because Skype is poopy. We were trying to like rough out what would
Yeah,
work. Hmm. Can you
I
still
think
see
I
my
just look
screen?
super mega. Yeah, I can still see your screen.
Okay. How embarrassing for me. Wait. Okay.
Well,
Okay. I'm not. Well, what should we do? Should we bear with this or?
I, I guess we should bear with it until chat tells us not to. I mean, we could use Discord, but my brother's texting me.
Yes. What does he say?
Yeah, like we're not make sure we're not recording and sending stream, but we're not streaming from my end. The stream is happening on your end. All my computer's doing is Skype.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess let's just roll with it for now.
Yeah,
Hopefully it'll clear itself up, and if it gets unbearable, then we gave it our best shot, right?
Yeah, we tried. I mean, I don't watch a
We
lot
will
of
figure this out.
Well, do you ever watch like an MSNBC YouTube video and they'll have like some expert opinion on a Skype chat and it's terrible and you're like, why wouldn't they just make it better? That's this right now.
Yeah, that's this. Yeah, I get it now. I'll stop complaining on Twitter about the newscasters being so bad at live streaming.
Oh my god, I know. And they're all like, are you wearing pants? And I'm like, stop doing that.
I put pants on for this on the off chance that my camera falls over or something.
I'm fully dressed. I'm actually wearing shoes. And other, like, fully dressed as well as shoes. But
I got pants on. That's good enough for me.
yeah, I had to go out today to go to the post office, and people were not social distancing. And I'm like, am I the weird one? Am I lame? Yeah, I have shoes on in my house. I want to just like, I saw a meme of someone who had a sign taped to their back that said, stay away from me. And I'm like, am I getting to that point? Yeah, I have shoes on. I'll take them off. I feel like I posted a picture once where I was like in bed, like posed for Instagram, and I was wearing shoes because it was the whole look. And all the comments were like, disgusting! You sleep in that bed? How American! I was like, what? Please!
Like you've never fallen asleep with shoes on. Come on.
Yeah, I'm like, focus on my makeup. I have to wear shoes in my house. There's like nails and stuff. Glass, maybe?
That do be happening sometimes.
Do you take your shoes off at the door? It's kind of like too late for me. It's already been a shoes household for so long.
I'll take my shoes off by the front door, and then I want to go in my backyard, and then I got to walk all the way to the front door to get the shoes to take them all the way to the back door to go out in the backyard. So I end up just leaving my shoes on in the house. I kick them off when I lay on the couch.
Oh, you don't have house Crocs? Oh, so Gabrielle said, hey neighbor, I like the Baby Spice hairdo. Let me know if you need anything. Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you.
That is a Baby Spice hairdo. Now that someone said something, I can't unsee it.
I thought Baby Spice, like, I don't know, I thought it was different. I was obsessed with the Spice Girls, but I tried to figure out where that came from and if it was like equivalent Bieber fever.
I think everyone was like obsessed with the Spice Girls when they came out. That's why they're still so famous now.
Well, I think a lot of that has to do with nostalgia. Do you think that do you think that the core demographic of like musicians and even like touring bands are teenagers? Like, do you think Creed made songs for teenagers, but like also Alice in Chains, like although it seems like an adult band, like who consumes that but teenagers?
You're right, and I guess your teenage years are kind of like your formative years. And like when you're in high school, like all the cliques are pretty much divided up by what music you listen to.
Exactly. I have a hard time getting into new music now. But I'm old.
Yeah, no, me too. Like I've been
listening to music, like now that's all I've been doing, sitting in my house, just like playing music through my house speakers. And I realized the other day that like everything in my Apple Music playlist is like from 2003 and older,
Yeah.
except for like Joji.
Well, yeah, you gotta listen to Joji. I need him to come out with an album because I can't just like listen to all of his singles, and I don't want to like I want to like, but he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
I sometimes I get really down on myself because people are like, "Oh my god, did you hear that Doja Cat song?" And I was like, "Wait, how did you discover new music? How do you kids discover new music?"
It's TikTok. That's how. The only reason I know all like the hip new songs right now is because of TikTok.
It makes me want to be on TikTok because there's this girl, and the chat might know who I'm talking about. She has like blue hair and pigtails, and it's like a ton of hair. And for like the music awards, she had like 2 like BDSM guys on leashes, and she is from TikTok. Like her music blew up on TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah. That's everybody right now. That's how you get famous now.
Oh yeah, see, everyone in the chat knows who it is.
Yeah.
Quick and be on TikTok. If I put time into TikTok, I'm taking time away from something else. You know what I'm talking about, Blonius.
Yeah, no, I do. It's true though. It's why I haven't been posting on TikTok. Like when they were paying me to post on there, I was posting like constantly. But now they're like that campaign is over. Like I haven't been posting as much as I should, and like the last one I really had go viral was the ones I did with Ricky. And like Ricky wasn't on TikTok then, and he started posting after those went viral, and I think he had like 10,000 followers on there when I posted, and he just hit 2 million. Like he DM'd me a screenshot. He's like, "This is your fault."
And I didn't mean to like yell. It's like no diss, but it's like I don't know. I would want to. It takes a long time, doesn't it, to make a really good TikTok?
Apparently not. I mean, the ones for me that have blown up the most are the ones like the lowest effort, stupidest things. When I put a ton of effort in, they don't go anywhere. It's just like, I don't know, my brain is so focused on like making YouTube content and then like my regular photography work and Instagram and stuff like that. Like, I can't, there's not enough space left in my brain to think about TikTok ideas right now.
I know. And like, how else are we going to get on James Charles's channel? But, and the people who are on TikTok are doing it so well. I'm just like, I would feel like I'm like wading into the water. Like, I think I'm funny. But
yeah, I know what you mean.
I bet I'm pretty funny.
Tough. I mean, every time I do something that I think is funny, it doesn't blow up. But every time I like do that with my tongue, it goes super viral on there.
Well,
which is annoying.
It's that thing about you that is different. So.
I know, and it's like I need to milk it more. Like I'm so bad at it. Like everybody thinks that like I tattooed my eye and split my tongue like for clout, but like no, I really fucking didn't.
No, you did it 10 years ago.
I know, and I'm so bad about posting it. Like I was thinking about that shit today. Like when was the last time I posted anything about my tongue? When was the last time I posted my tongue on Instagram? And it's like it's free likes. It's gonna get likes. It's gonna get interaction, but I never do it.
That's the thing, though. It's like, I know I should make tattoo content, and then I'm like, well, maybe I'll make something else. But then I'm like, well, what did the people sign up for? You know, I feel bad.
Yeah. Speaking of tattoos, when was the last time you got tattooed?
Oh, it's been a really long time. Like, almost a year. Like, I could give blood soon, so I'm kind of like, should I just wait for that, like... It's really keeping me from getting tattooed, like hitting that line. I think it's been a year. I can't think of my last tattoo. Wow. My back, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you know me, like before recently, like I haven't been tattooed in years, probably, like maybe 4 years. But like now I'm getting tattooed again. But now it's been a couple weeks. Like
you really have been getting tattooed. Do you have a plan? Not to
annoy
you.
Nope. The plan is cover the rest of the space I have left, so I never have to do it again. That's the plan. Yeah, we're gonna do my throat soon.
I feel like if you know somebody, and then you have private access to their tattoo space, it's the only way to get tattooed right now. So you getting tattooed right now is kind of crazy, like having that access.
I mean, I haven't been tattooed since this whole thing started.
What whole thing?
The last time I got tattooed was on Friday the 13th, which was like the day before everything locked down here.
Yeah.
But that's the most recent one.
I'm actually talking to a tattoo artist right now. But
about
how do I say this? So in Philadelphia, and probably even in other cities, there's this big like stick and poke underground culture. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, you were telling me. Yeah, you were telling me about that.
So there's a lot of like indie folks, or like mostly like a lot of queer kind of based people who I think the movement kind of came into action because they're like art students, but also like maybe don't fit in like a traditional studio space. It's kind of this big movement. A lot of these people offer stick and pokes, but it's all through like word of mouth. So you have to like know somebody to get in, or you can like fucking DM them on Instagram. But I feel like when Quicken DMs you, it's weird. I'm like, hi, look at all my followers. Like I kind of like hate doing that. I hate coming to the table with that. But
yeah, I know what you mean.
I actually got a reference to somebody, so that might go somewhere. I actually have the like tattoo reference material like right here, but someone said so Portland. Yeah, that's like
that is a Portland thing to do. Yeah, I don't know what my next one's gonna be. Like I have something planned for like the spot I have here, in like the middle of my chest. But like I want to do my throat because I'm tired of my neck looking like this.
What would you do?
I see.
I'm kind of picky about. I like when it's on the side and comes forward. I really like Kat Von D's neck tattoo.
Okay. Who? Oh, Kat.
Oh, first name. Oh, Kat. Are you talking about Catherine?
No, I'm putting my logo on my throat.
Are you really?
Yeah, the V. Like it's it's the right shape for that spot. So as we're gonna do like a dot work, like mandala thing, and then the logo is gonna be like negative space in the middle.
Oh, so like light, like like stipply. Yeah. I like
the
that.
The logo itself will be. Yeah, we're gonna do like the dot work, like geometric stuff.
I like that because then it won't be brighter than your face. You know what I mean? Do you ever see somebody who their neck tattoo is like so much that it almost like it makes their face like not stand out anymore as their face? Like no diss to anybody.
Yeah, back when I very first started getting tattooed, when I was like 18, Yoji from Miami Ink told me that. It was like one piece of tattoo advice that really like stuck with me. We were just like chilling, and he had recently gotten his neck tattooed, and I was just starting out. Like I think I had like part of my sleeve done, but he was like, dude, like when you tattoo your neck, people don't look at your face anymore. When they talk to you, they look at your neck. So you got to be like ready for that. And, back then that was like probably 2005 or 2006 maybe. So like it was before like it was as normal as it is now to have like tattoos all over your face and shit. So I'm not gonna lie, I might be planning some more face stuff too.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, I might.
What kind of beard can you grow? Can you grow like a full beard?
Oh, this is it.
I was gonna say, like, Mike Adams has this full bat neck tattoo, but then he just grows a beard over it, and like his beard is like one that's like the whole, like here to here.
Yeah.
So people in the chat are talking about ignorant style tattoos. Have you ever heard of this? What do people think about the whole ignorant wave? Here in Portland, it's very popular. Ignorant style tattoos are all the same everywhere. Everyone traces the same picture and claims it as their own. What is ignorant style tattoo?
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Maybe it's dumb on purpose. Is it like
if it's dumb on purpose?
Is it like when people have a bunch of like single line tattoos of like a tiger in yellow ink and then like an apple outline in red ink and it's like everywhere? Is that it? You know what I'm talking about? I thought that was like a Brooklyn thing. Oh, they're saying Poland?
I know what you're talking about. I've seen those like weird Polish tattoos.
Oh, did I say Portland? Let me look it up. Okay. Ignorant.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of that look, but, you know, I'm not the one who has to wear it, so.
These look like Russian prison tattoos.
Yeah, it's a good way of describing it.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of exactly what it is.
Yeah.
This is the first Google image.
Yeah. It's not my style, but like they can be cool. Like if that's what you're into, then go for it.
I like that. It's kind of like my body is a storybook kind of thing. Like those very legible black tattoos that like you can read them from down the street.
Yeah. I mean, some people like really like plan. I mean, your tattoos are like all one style for the most part, and they're very like cohesive. You look like you have a plan. Like, my tattoos are all over the place. I have tons of different styles, and, like, I just kind of, like, all my tattoos are for my friends, so I just let them do whatever the hell they want, you know? Like, that's how most of my tattoos came to be. It was like, hey, I want to try something new, or I want to do this piece. I did this drawing, and no one wants it. Like, let me slap it on you. So.
That's cool, though. I feel like that still reflects your personality. I feel like tattoos like that, you can tell that the person is like easy to get along with, or like has a sense of humor. You know what I mean? Like, like if you meet a skateboarder, you're kind of like, oh, I bet like it's cool to have a beer with you.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I feel like whenever I meet someone who's like, yeah, I have like tattoos from the shop, I'm like, oh, cool. It's good to, I get along with you. Our personality types work well.
Yeah, just homie tattoos, you know? Those are the funniest ones sometimes.
Yeah, I don't really have... I mean, I have some, but I never, like, hung out in a shop.
I mean, that was me. I worked in tattoo shops for years. I had my own tattoo shop. Funnily enough, though, I think when I had the tattoo shop, like when we had our shop, I maybe only got tattooed there like 2-3 times, tops. He's never had time.
I've only been
like when I was an apprentice.
Have you ever been tattooed in your house?
Hell yeah, I got the PewDiePie tattoo in my house.
Oh, wait, yeah, you like, you had like was it a friend or was it like a service?
No, it was my friend. It was someone I used to work with.
Yeah, because if you...
just came over and tattooed me.
Oh, yeah, our Jake Paul video. He had like a service, like someone came to his house to tattoo him.
Yeah, for the crib. It's great, dude. Getting tattooed in your own house is awesome.
I haven't done it, but like the more I dive into this like DIY stick and pokes, one, they're the only tattoos you can kind of get right now, right? But I don't know if it's responsible for me to like go out and get tattooed. I mean, I'm just with one person, but I don't know if it's like a private studio.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Like, even if I could get tattooed
right now. I mean, in theory, like we could just go there, open the shop, just the two of us, tattoo me, and then leave. But like, I'm just not really trying to right now.
What if you had a client, like what if you worked at a tattoo shop? Could you just take one client?
I mean, a lot of my friends are still taking appointments, but they're asking people like, yo, be responsible. Like, if you even think you're a little bit sick, we'll just reschedule. Like, no penalties. Don't worry about your deposit. It's all good.
Someone said, I called the
But I
police
mean,
on a nail salon that's open right now because it's non-essential. I wonder.
yeah, I mean,
Nail salon is, well, is that? I guess.
full of people, like, I don't know if I would call the police on them, but we just, I'm not a call the police type of person.
Yeah, there's a vape shop open that I went past, and I was like, well, is tobacco essential? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Like, I'm actually, because like I've been taking like CBD for my anxiety,
Oh, yeah?
and I just ran out. Yeah, and the company that like sponsors me and sends me stuff, I told them like, yeah, I need a re-up, and they told me like they can't ship anything right now. Like they just suspended all their shipping, so they can't send me anything. So I'm like, I wonder if I can go
Oh.
to like a dispensary or something and get CBD locally. Because I mean, I know a lot of people like rely on that, like it would be like an essential thing for them.
Yeah, would a dispensary be essential? I haven't even thought about this.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Huh.
I need to look into it, but it's like I don't care that much. Like I don't need it, so when I need it, I'm sure then I'll figure it out. But
Yeah, I was taking, I was eating CBD gummy bears when I worked at my salon because I was getting like really stressed out. But
yeah,
I couldn't tell like if I was experiencing like any relief. People are saying dispensaries are considered essential.
Okay, good to know.
Liquor stores are
yeah,
essential,
I mean,
but so the liquor stores are closed in PA. They're actually all boarded up because they're afraid of them being looted.
Interesting. I'm not sure about here, but like, I'm not much of a drinker myself, so.
Yeah, well, and Pennsylvania is considered a Quaker state, so our grocery stores don't have like beer or anything. Like our 7-Eleven doesn't have it. You have to go to, they're called state stores.
So where do you buy your White Claw from?
I have to go to a beer dispensary. I think that's what it's called.
Oh my God.
A beer distributor. And they're not
That's
open on
crazy.
Sunday. Yeah. That's exactly what it's. It was like the first time I went to like DC, I was like, what the fuck is this doing at CVS? But that was normal. In New York, they have like vending machines, but they're inside the store, so I guess that like, yeah, the very first time like I left state, like over 18, I was like, what is all this?
That's hilarious.
But yeah, that's where I get my White Claw. But I got all my White Claw in Jersey.
Get that out of state White Claw. They should be hitting different.
That should be hitting cheaper. It's kind of a sin. I like go to Jersey because it's so much cheaper.
I know, I try White Claw. That shit is nasty. Not for me.
There's this meme where this guy is trying LaCroix and he drinks it and he goes, ah, and I feel like White Claw is the same thing. It like burns.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I was like drinking. What did you say?
White Claw and break the law. That's funny.
Oh my God. I went to like a Christmas party that like my one friend was going to, so we could be like, I don't know, like bratty emo people in the corner. And then there was like a ton of like cool preppy girls. Like I love a preppy girl, but they were all drinking White Claw together, and it felt like those memes. I don't know. I did stand with them. I was like, "Is this your first time drinking it? I'm new to this." They're like, "Oh, do you want to try mango?" So yeah, I was introduced to White Claw like the official way.
Yeah. I haven't tried the new flavors, I guess. I heard there were new flavors. I don't drink at all, so.
I don't like drinking alone, and if I am, I'll have like 2 beers if I'm with somebody. But that's why I had one on the phone with you. I was like, well, and my neighbor, her and I were kicking it, but now she's in full quarantine. She's like, no.
Yeah, I told you, like, me and my neighbor were kicking it, like, through the fence, like, Home Improvement style. Like, that's how we were rocking.
That's how I want to be. But now, she'll open the door now, but she's, like, not... I'm like, I'm washing my hands. We're friends, but it's not working anymore. Oh, man, we were talking about something a second ago. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, we got sidetracked by White Claw, because everyone's obsessed with White Claw right now.
Sometimes people are right. Sometimes what's popular...
I don't know. Maybe I gotta try that watermelon flavor. Maybe I'll like it.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, we were talking about CBD.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I mean, it works for me, but I have the oil, which honestly I feel like works the best. And then like the company that sends me stuff, they send me like pre-rolled like smokes basically.
Oh, so what is it?
Which
just
is
CBD marijuana?
Yeah, it's just like CBD flower.
Oh.
And it's cool. What sketches me out a little bit is it smells like regular weed. Not that I care that much, but it's like I don't want my neighbors out here smelling it and calling cops on me or anything, but...
Oh, true. Yeah, I tried. So I had the gummy bears, and I even asked them, I was like, would I pass a drug test if I was eating these gummy bears? Like, what does this do to you?
Yeah.
But they were like, yeah, no, it's fine. It doesn't show up in your system, whatever. But I don't know. I think it was kind of placebo for me, but I was taking them like 3 or 4 years ago, so CBD had like just started. So I bet it's like, I don't know. What does it do? It chills you out?
Yeah. Yeah, like if I feel like I'm getting anxious and I either take some of the drops or I smoke a little bit, like it'll calm me down, like it'll mellow me out. Which is cool, like it works for me. I like it. You know, I don't like smoke weed or do anything like that. I'm pretty boring, so.
Yeah, I don't either. But yeah, it was like when I worked at the salon, I was dealing with so many different personality types that I was just like so, I don't know, like what is the word for like, ah? Because it's like you're dealing with so many people and you have to be like, you almost have to like counterbalance every single person. You have to like be super nice for the person who's nervous and then like super chill for the person who has everything all figured out. I felt like I had to be so many people. I was like, give me those fucking gummy bears.
I mean, I've dealt with anxiety my whole life. Like I get crazy ass panic attacks sometimes, and the CBD helps.
Oh, someone said overwhelmed. That is exactly the word. What does this mean? I haven't checked out the chat for a second.
But yeah, I mean, let's see what's going on in the chat. Anything fun? Everyone agreeing that CBD is weird to smoke in public. Yes, it is.
Well, someone called me out for saying marijuana cigarettes. It's kind of like when you say the funny thing so much and then you don't know what to say for real.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, people are talking about, like, businesses that are still open. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if you are, like, well, you could be asymptomatic, so let's put that out there. You totally could be. But if you wore a mask and you were getting tattooed privately by one tattoo artist in a closed studio that like they have the keys to. It's kind of like, so businesses in Philly are allowed to still operate. If you work at like GameStop, which can't be open, you can still go there and like do payroll and stuff like that. You just can't operate with the public. So I wonder, like, if you were just getting tattooed, but is it still like so much contact? Like, could you say that? Because like I could cut somebody's hair right now. Like if one of my friends was like, hey, can I like really just get a haircut? Like everything's closed. If they came to my house, I feel like I would probably say yes, unless like they were sick.
Right. Like, I mean, that's why like I'm just not doing it. Like, yeah, I probably could just like go. We'd unlock the shop, tattoo me, lock the shop back up, and dip. But like, I'm not. It's just not worth the risk. I'm trying to be as responsible as I can and like not go out and like set a good example.
That's
I feel
the thing.
like even if like I did, like people are gonna notice, especially if I like blast my throat. People are gonna see a giant new throat tattoo, and you know, I don't know if you saw what happened to Edwin the other day, but he did a live stream with someone, and they were together when they live streamed, and he got like decimated on Twitter for that.
Really? Well, Ethan and Ela are together.
Yeah, but I guess they lived together, and like Edwin was just like I guess it was a person he was like making a video with, and like they collabed, but they did it like in person, and they sat next to each other, and they weren't sitting 6 feet apart, and he got lit up.
Oh, someone just asked if I have clippers. Yes, I do. They live together. I know. I guess like, I mean, this sounds stupid, but I really don't want to get it. I feel like there are some people who are like, oh, if I get it, whatever. But like, I truly do not want to get it. So like the guy clowning me for wearing a mask, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, like I don't really care if I get it. Like I'm generally pretty healthy. Like I care more about spreading it. Like I don't want to be out here giving it to other people, and like I ain't trying to have no bodies on me, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm just staying home and doing the right thing, being a good example.
Yeah, today to go to the post office was my first time leaving the house since Friday when we went to the grocery store, and then it was a week before that. But the like tempting, I don't know if it's tempting might not be the right word, but everybody else is outside. And I feel like, am I like, what is up? I don't know how to describe that. Like, I like, when I drove over the bridge, we have this like public bike trail. Everybody was on it, and exercising is okay, but everyone had like picnic blankets, or they were like sunbathing. Like, this isn't exercise. You can't even pretend. Like, walking your dog, one, you have to, or like walking your baby in the stroller, like you could still be like, this is exercise, but sunbathing, I don't know.
Yeah, that was what I saw when I was out like riding my bike the other day. I just saw like families just out, like parents and kids, like all just chilling, like it's all good, like on this path. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, if you're just gonna sit outside, do it in your backyard or something. Like, don't do it out here where there's a bunch of people. Like, stop.
Robbie said everyone in Philly will see how bad it gets next week. It's going to be really sad. That's what's like. That's really what it is. I feel like the people who are staying inside, like, I don't know. Oh, someone asked if Pennsylvania is a red state. It's what's it called when the state is like pretty important, but it can go both ways? It's a swing state.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know any word at first, but
yeah. I saw people calling me a simp in the chat, so I guess that's following me here too.
Are those your subscribers? On behalf of Quicken, we would never act like that.
I saw someone say that I'm a simp.
That won't happen again.
I think it might have been my brother. Yeah, it was him.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, someone was talking about OnlyFans. Who's OnlyFans?
I told you my whole Twitter is like my sex work friends, so I was like, wait, this is a problem? This has been the only content I consume for years.
What OnlyFans commercial? The chat's talking about an OnlyFans commercial I was in.
Wait, I loved that. So Vilonious did a voiceover for, who is that? Is that your friend?
For Mina.
Do you know her?
That's Edwin's girlfriend.
Oh.
Yeah, I know her.
Are you guys all cool?
That's Edwin's girlfriend. Yeah, she just needed someone to, like, voice something, but she didn't really, like, tell me what it was for. She
oh
was
my
just
God.
Like, hey, I need you to record.
Is that going to go in your IMDb?
I hope so, because it's pretty funny.
Wait, use that on your Wikipedia so your account could be verified.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I laughed when I saw it. Like I had a feeling that's what it was for, because like Evan had told me like a week ago that she was starting one, and she told me, she was like, "Oh, I need you to do this. Like I'm promoting something." I was like, I got you.
I love that. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna ask no questions. What you need me to say? Give me a script.
I love that. Yeah. Oh, I thought you like ad-libbed that. And she made content.
Me, like,
oh, okay.
She was like, "This is what I need you to say." She's like, "Can you record some dialogue for me?" Like, "This is what I need."
And she made an OnlyFans commercial. That's so unique. I love that.
Yeah, you didn't see it? I'll send it to you.
No, I watched it like 10 times. I just never seen anyone make a commercial for their OnlyFans. I thought that was pretty smart. If you guys haven't seen it, it's on Vilonious's Twitter. It's pretty cute.
I tweeted it.
Yeah, I tweeted it.
It was funny. I laughed. What else is going on in the chat?
Hi, I'm from Argentina. We are in full isolation, starting to open some stores, maybe out in 2 months. Yeah, Philly is not in isolation. I describe it as like Sunday. Like you go outside and there's like not that much traffic and everything's kind of a little slowed down, but it's still a lot of people and businesses are still open. And now if somebody can offer you takeout service, they'll offer it. It's like GameStop reopened and it's just takeout GameStop. So if they can give it to you that way, every business is open.
Yeah, I mean, there's some stuff here that's like noticeably like not open. Like I had to go out the other night, and I had to drive past the airport, and it was deserted. Like I'm used to seeing planes coming in. It's a busy airport, so I'm used to seeing planes come in like every 2 or 3 minutes, and like where my house is, it's kind of like underneath the path where the planes are coming in to land. And so I'm used to seeing planes flying over all the time, but like none. When I drove by the airport, there's just nothing there, like no one, just a bunch of planes just parked. So it's weird to see that, but then it's like, and the mall here, like I live like real close to a real busy mall, and that's just dead. Not a single car in the parking lot, which is really, really strange to see.
Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, like I said earlier, I've been looking into getting a PlayStation 4, but I can't do that like consumer, like go to a couple stores and like look at them and like who cares, like people are dying. But it's really interesting to like shift your consumer habits to accommodate what is happening now. Yeah.
I mean, like because I have nothing else to do, I've been playing guitar a lot lately, which I play guitar every day, but I've been playing like a lot more. And it's like I'm just sort of like getting back into music again. It's like, fuck, I want to have a piano here. So I was like, I could just go to the store and buy one, but I can't. So, like, I don't want to buy a piano on Amazon.
Yeah. That's a thing.
I don't know what to do.
Well, I don't have any extra time. Like, nothing about my schedule has changed. So all my friends are like, "Oh, can I come on your island?" And I'm like, I don't have off. Like, not to be rude.
I'm still I'm still working like all the time. My whole schedule is just like shifted. I'm not sleeping anymore. Really, I'm sleeping like 4 hours a night, so I'm just like up super late. Where normally I stop working at like 8 o'clock. Now I'm staying up working till like 1 or 2 in the morning. So I do end up having like free time, and like I'm by myself here. I'm just like in the crib, just me. So
I
like,
know. I think about people who
sit.
live by themselves. Like, I saw one thing that was
Yeah,
like,
that's
I
weird.
let the guy in the apartment below me borrow my dog.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like it's weird to like chilling here, just me by myself. Like you get bored. Like I can only do one thing for so many hours at a time before I have to like stop and do something else. So
Someone
like I'll
said,
work for a few hours.
what?
Yeah, someone said
Oh,
what?
sorry. Someone said, I've been avoiding technology sometimes for the feeling the pressure to socialize remotely. Like Zoom.
Yeah, I haven't done any of that. I mean, other than like terrorizing my friends' Instagram lives. Like I'm not
It's
like
hard
doing
not
too much
to.
of that.
Everybody's going live. If I pulled up my
I know
Instagram right
everyone's
now,
going
I
live.
bet
Just,
it's
I
hard
just
to.
like I keep jumping in and like requesting to be in their lives and then just terrorizing them.
Yeah, even now someone's on my live. It was never like that.
Yeah. So like
But
that's fun, but like that's the only like interact. Like I don't have that many like real life friends, so I keep my circle small.
oh wow.
So like I don't have any anyways.
I mean, no, I'm the same.
I haven't been playing video games.
Yeah, I'm the same way. But even I haven't. So the pressure to like communicate remotely. Like I haven't done any voice calls or video chats or anything like that. And even like having people on my island in Animal Crossing, I've like tried to limit as well. Like I don't know. I mean, you're not playing Animal Crossing, but it's like a whole process. But I feel bad. People are
Yeah.
like, "Can I come to your island?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's not done yet. I don't know. I'm not ready. It doesn't have." Did you see Marzia's island? Are you kidding me? I just got a
Yeah,
lighthouse.
I'm like I haven't played any video games. It's funny, like before this whole quarantine thing started, like I was playing video games, but like I wasn't uploading. Like I didn't upload for like 6 weeks, so I was doing like nothing but just like kicking it and playing video games. And now that like everything's shut down, I'm like I don't have time to play video games. So like I'm still busy. I'm still like working and just I don't know. I'm not making enough time for fun, I guess. I need to play some video games. Problem is I didn't get any new games before GameStop closed. Like I didn't get Animal Crossing. So
Do you have a
like
Switch?
I should have, but yeah, I have a Switch.
Oh, you can download it.
I know, but I hate downloading games.
Oh,
Like I
me
like
too.
having physical.
There
Like,
is the like
I
digital
don't
download
trust.
only game I want, but yeah, I don't. Cause what if I'm that way? I like physical copies, but GameStop is doing pickup. You can go pick it up.
I can.
You can
Okay.
send to store, and then it's like curbside. They like bring it out to your car.
Okay, I might do that then, because everyone's bugging me to play Animal Crossing, and I ain't got shit else to do.
It's kind of like it's like talking about Tiger King. You know what I mean? It's like all of us like Tiger King is like code for I'm in quarantine. I feel like, but like we're all in this
Yeah.
together. It got a 90 on
Yeah.
the moist meter. That's pretty high.
Oh man, fucking Tiger King. I haven't like finished watching it. I didn't know what it was, but when I started watching it, like I'm familiar with that story already. Like I've been a supporter of Big Cat Rescue for like a decade. So like I was already aware of all that. And I gotta say, everyone likes Joe Exotic, but I'm kind of he's hilarious, and Carol is a psychopath. But I mean,
What was your
Joe
support?
was
Were you like a donator? Like, do you donate a couple bucks? What do you mean?
I've donated to Big Cat Rescue in the past. I follow them everywhere. I've always said like if I ever win the lottery, Like I'm giving $1 million to Big Cat Rescue because I love big cats. I love tigers. They're like the coolest animals ever, and they're here. You know, they're in Florida, and they're not like a zoo.
Do you have a picture there?
Go...
Have you been there?
No, no, I've never been there. I've avoided it, like, because I know if I go there, I'm gonna like never want to leave.
Oh my god!
But you know, like, I think it's really like it's not good. You know, when you see people bringing tiger cubs out to the mall to get their pictures taken with some snotty kids, that tiger is only useful for a few weeks, and then after that, like now this tiger is going to be stuffed in a cage for the rest of its life, and then they all end up over at Big Cat Rescue. Is insane. She's always been insane, but I think what they do for the animals is good, better than what Joe Exotic does for the animals. I think he's a little bit irresponsible with the animals. There's a reason he's sitting in prison right now.
Yeah, there's talk in the documentary that they euthanize the tigers once they're like no longer like financially viable, once they're too old and, you know, dangerous.
Yeah. And they're expensive. Like, what are you going to do? Like, you're going to feed? Like, they're expensive to feed.
It's expensive to feed my cats. I'm like, what, really?
Yeah.
You ate all that?
Imagine a 600-pound version.
Yeah, I had...
But I do, like, yeah, I love tigers. I love animals. Like, animals are kind of my thing. I like animals better than I like people. And I like big cats, but I think it's really irresponsible. Like, when I was a teenager, I was like, I want to get rich and I want to have a pet tiger. And then, like, the more I looked into having pet tigers, like, the more I learned about, like, how awful that is for the animals. And that was when I found Big Cat Rescue, probably, like, 10 years ago. So I've, like...
So you've been around a long time.
I've been around for a long time. Yeah, long time. So I've always, like, been a fan of what they do, but, like, yeah, I know Carol is nuts.
Oh my god, so you watched that and you were like, oh shit.
Yeah, I turned it on because everyone was talking about it, and I turned it on and I was like, oh my god, it's this.
No shit. I mean...
Yeah, I didn't know that. I started watching it.
I mean, I feel like I've met people like Joe Exotic and the people in his zoo and all that stuff. So the whole time, there was like this weird sense of familiarity. I don't know if that's like a trailer park thing, but I was like, huh. Oh yeah, no, yeah. Oh yeah, he burned it down. Oh yeah, the paramedic jacket. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, the eyebrow ring. All right. Like, I just like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, totally. I know what you mean. Like, I get it. I can empathize with Joe. I think that he really thinks he's doing the best for the animals. He's not being malicious, but the way he makes money off the animals is wrong, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, what can you... At the end, so, I mean, you haven't finished it, but they just show some, like, statistics, and they said that there's more... captive tigers in America than there are naturally in the world. You probably already knew that.
Oh yeah.
So you're like, well, what do you do? Now they have to stay here to keep the breed alive. I'm like, they're still mean, maybe.
Yeah, and so many of them are like bred for that, for being like, just for being pet when they're cubs, and then like they're not conditioned. You couldn't release those tigers into the wild; they would die.
Oh, really?
They don't know how to hunt. They don't know how to do it.
They don't?
Yeah, like all their food. Yeah, they hand the food to them. They just chuck a chicken in there every day, and like they never have to kill anything. The food's already dead.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I guess I just didn't think about it, but I don't. I mean.
Yeah. It's just.
There's like two sides to it too. What did you say?
Yeah, no, there definitely is. It's like that's just my view on big cats. It like always has been. So Tiger King's not going to change my mind. But Joe Exotic is hilarious. I get why everyone likes him so much because he's a hilarious person. But
I feel like you watch Tiger King and you can be, there's like, how do I say this? All of us have watched Tiger King, like across the country, and they're making Tiger King jokes like on the news, in your local news. Patrick Starr did a like Tiger King makeup transformation. Like Tiger King is like the only thing we have, but ethically the show is so toxic. And it's so strange to me to like witness the celebration of it. Like I'm being a hypocrite because I have a video planned, but like still, that's just what's going on. It would be, I don't know.
Yeah.
Of course I have a video.
Yeah,
it's the only thing we're talking about.
Right. You can sum the whole thing up really well. Like in the first episode, like the first scene of the first episode where they're like making a documentary about something else, and then the dude shows up with a snow leopard in the back of his van, just like chilling. Like that's what it's like. Like that's how those cats end up.
I feel like
and it sucks.
Yeah.
But I mean, I get why people are entertained by the show.
My friend had an alligator, but it was a rescue, and it was like his burden.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I mean, alligators are a pretty common occurrence here.
Well, yeah. So you're used to it.
We see it. Yeah, when I was a kid, we lived on the water, and my dad would bring gators home sometimes.
Dads be like...
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, people are saying that they didn't watch the documentary because it was hard to watch. There's one episode where I cried. It was just so upsetting. And then the like final episode like has a closing that is like very like American cinematic, like goes to your heart, kind of like.
Yeah.
The thing is though, I do like they keep the director in all of the shots. Like the camera crew, they keep everybody in it. I kind of like that. As a creator, I'm like, oh, I like seeing that.
Yeah.
As a creator.
Yeah, it's a well-made show. Like, you can tell that like a lot of care went into making the series because it took so long to make it. They've been working on that for a long time. And like I don't know, like I know Joe is in prison now. I think he has coronavirus actually.
Yes, Joe has coronavirus.
I mean, are you surprised? I'm not surprised, but I'm assuming like they cover all of that and they're like him trying to kill Carol.
Wait, so do you ever watch something, but you're watching something and you say out loud like, oh, I know that took a while to edit? I feel like I see that a lot when I'm watching other YouTubers. Out loud, I'll be like, oh my god, that bit was like a 25-minute edit.
Oh, hell yeah.
I do that all the time.
All the time.
If someone has a little skit in their video... What did you say?
When I watch Pyro, like, his edits are insane. Like, it has to take so long. Just find...
Wait, say it again.
Oh, I lost you for a second. Okay, I think we're good now. No, I think Pyro's edits. Pyro's cynical.
Even...
Like the amount of time he has to put into just finding what he needs.
Oh my god, I know. Sometimes I'll need like a sound effect and I'll spend like 60 minutes finding it. Like on the clock for a sound effect, like a fart sound. And I'm like, just record your own fart sound. 2 seconds. And I'm like, no.
If you need fart sound, I have a whole library of fart sounds, so just hit me up if you need them.
No, I needed the like Roblox like sound, but I didn't know the origin of it. Oh my god, it took me like 2 hours to figure it out. I have it now. Thank God. Yeah, Tana, I like Tana's editing, so she does sound effects.
I mean, I'll be honest, the only Tana video I've ever seen is the one I watched with you.
Her editing is like iMac editing. Like whatever the editing program on a Mac, it's like that editing style.
Is the stream okay? Like, we need the chat to chime in here. My brother texted me and said it's very choppy.
is your brother and I, are we cool? Are we friends? The chat seems okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually,
is the chat moving?
It's not moving. Oh no, she said we're good. Okay. I mean, Scott the Woz, his editing, it's like, that's such good content, and then I watch it as a creator, and I'm like, fuck, brilliant, mastermind.
I can't believe we started following you.
Listen, I'm fucking cool. I did not think I was cool until then.
You are fucking cool, but he only follows 10 people, and one of them is you.
Listen! I know, I was like...
we were just talking about it. We were just talking about it.
You know, we're talking about amiibos, and I like that info, but I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to be weird. I don't want to be weird.
I just want Scott the Woz to be my friend.
Yo, pay him a compliment. But his editing, I don't know. Brilliant. But the thing is, you know, he's just on YouTube. It's very, he's not anywhere else. I mean, he's probably in his own private life. He seems like a very, you know, not into the YouTube.
Yeah.
What would you call it? Osmosis.
Like 20,000 likes. He gets like 20,000 likes on his Instagram posts. Did you notice that?
That's a lot, right?
He has the same number of followers as me. We both have like 40,000 followers, and he gets 20,000 likes per post.
He doesn't post a lot. He gives them a little.
I mean, still, I get like 3,000 likes on a really good day. He gets 20,000.
He's brilliant.
I don't understand it.
You're brilliant as well, but maybe
I'm nowhere near.
I know. If he had a Skillshare course.
Oh yeah.
Plug your LAN into your computer, please.
Me? I can't. It's on the other side of the house.
That was the chat, but...
Yeah, no, I saw...
It's 98% of Skype's programming. Yeah, I mean... And I updated my Skype to some, like, newer Skype that is supposed to accommodate streaming, but at least it gave us a little bit.
Yeah. How long are you going to live? It's 9 o'clock.
I usually do 2 hours. Are we there? Oh, we're an hour and a half.
We were supposed to start at 6:30, but it took us an hour to figure out what we were doing, so...
Sophia says, what are you learning on Skillshare? I'm debating getting it to learn something with all my free time, but I'm unsure. So on Skillshare, the way I use the platform is it's kind of hard because I use it for YouTube and Instagram, so I can see not a lot of people using it for that. But basically, if you've ever had like a technology question or like a thing on tech that you want it to learn better, like for me, I want to learn Photoshop. I was just telling Vilonius, and if you go on there and you kind of go in with that like digital question, I'll go and you'll see a lot of courses and you just have to find one. They're taught by people, so you kind of just have to find one that you vibe with. There's one that has a ton of views where it's just like another YouTuber and she talks about creating content that people can connect with. And you might, be like, oh, I just want to make good Instagram posts, but it's good to watch something like that. I really liked that. But that is like emotional, making content people can connect with. But then you can also learn Photoshop for dummies. But it's good to you don't have to have a membership to check out the library. You just need one to physically press play. So you can check it out. That's how I consume Skillshare. It's kind of like YouTube. The same people from YouTube teach Skillshare classes. But that's just how I feel. And then there's
teach one. I should do a Photoshop class. You
should. I don't know if they're sponsored by Skillshare, but on Skillshare there's these really high-end classes that I feel like Skillshare flies out and records the people because they're just super top-notch, and they're kind of formulaically the same, white background kind of. I think Skillshare films those, but I like those. They're pretty high-end. Hit them up. Be like, oh, I got... Because they have repeats. You could teach Photoshop, too.
Yeah. We'll see.
I like your little animated, like, if you on your video, if you're like panning to something else, you have this little thing where it's like and it's like a transition.
Yeah.
I know that you animated that.
I've made a bunch of them. Like, I use a bunch of different ones.
They're really cool.
Like, I used to, when I first started out, I was making new ones for every video, but I was spending way too much time. If you watch like my early videos, I was doing so much animation in every video. I was doing like an animated intro to every video, but it'd take hours to make those. So like I had to stop.
We were talking about this the other day, and it's like, if you use the same transitions, it creates continuity, which is valued by your audience.
Yeah.
So you're like, you could keep using the same transition and it's actually favorable, but in your mind, you're like, I want something new.
Yeah, like me, I want to do something fresh every time. But yeah, like we said the other day, if you watch a TV show, they use the same background music in every episode. They use the same intro, all the same transitions. Like, they make it easy on the editors.
They do, because they probably just have a folder that's like, you know, gag reel.
Yeah, it's all
music.
just like preset.
Yeah.
They drop in. That's what I have now. I just have like folders for that stuff.
That's what I need to do. I create like a new intro with every new idea, and I'm like, stop it.
Yeah, that's what I do too.
I mean,
Chat is asking who animated your channel stuff.
Mine? So the person who did like my branding, the little devil, is Carly Berry, which is actually a mutual friend of Vilonious and I.
That was why I mentioned it, so we could shout her out.
She's so ill.
Because we both know.
Yeah, it's funny. I went to a YouTube class that was called like creator unlocking your creativity, something like that. And I think it was before you and I met, or it was like right when you and I met, because I feel like I got home and like told you all about it. And in that they talked about branding. So I did like a branding project at YouTube, and then met Carly, and her and I Skyped, and that like presentation I made for YouTube, I just made for Carly. I was like, this is what I want my banner to look like. And she nailed it. I was like, yeah, it was really cool. And she was like, this is the most professional meeting. I was like, oh, cool. I'm glad I got to use it. But yeah.
Like, me and her have worked together. Like, we've worked on projects together before, like client work. Like, we've just like randomly worked together on things. That's where I know her from. But then, like, 'cause she's also in Florida. Like, she's like in North Florida, I think. So she's done a lot of design work for Publix. So like every time you go to Publix, you see like packaging design that she's done.
Publix is like a grocery store chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was actually my subscriber, and when my PO box was public, now it's just for my channel members. She sent me a letter. She sent me a care package. So I actually replied to her via like snail mail, and then she DM'd me. She's like, "Let's do this easy." But
yeah, it's like a funny random thing that we both know her separately from like unrelated things.
She's so sick.
Yeah, she's really cool. Like, I think I met her because an agency that I work with was hiring her for a job, and like she knew that I work with them, so she'd like DM me, like asking about my experience with that agency. Mm-hmm. And like that was how we met. We've worked together on like projects for that agency before. So
working with her was so nice. She like it's the first person I ever worked with who was like a cool cat, but like so organized. Like we had a meeting where she taught me like how to use everything. Like she created all the stuff, and she created like a color story for my channel and stuff. I don't use it. It's really good. I should. And she created like a font for me, but I don't really know how to import it into Adobe Premiere. But she did like teach me everything. It was really cool.
How do you not know how to import a font?
I don't know. I'm just a baby. It sucks. Like, I'll go on Premiere, and I know that I could be so much better at it, but I'm self-taught, so I'm like, now I'm like working backwards.
Skillshare.
I'm using Skillshare, but It sucks because you'll watch Adobe Premiere for beginners and you're like, I know this, I know this, I know this, blah, blah, blah. And then they start talking about something you've never known. So you're like, okay, I'll watch the beginner's course. But, I mean, that's it. So the community college by me, I wanted to take Premiere, and there's a prereq. So you have to take, like, computer literacy before you can take video editing. And I guess I should just fucking do it, but I don't want to take Photoshop. I mean, I don't want to take, like, PowerPoint, Microsoft Word class. I wish I could test out of it.
Yeah, that would be ideal. I guess I always hated that. Like, when I went to art school, I went to the Art Institute. So they're, like, not accredited or anything. Like,
they're
the
done.
degree from there is just... Yeah, they're done. But I went for animation at the beginning, and that was a 4-year program. But I did 2 years, and then I was like, this isn't for me. Like, this isn't what I want to do. So I switched to photography.
Yeah.
But then they wouldn't take, like, they were like, no, we're not going to let you transfer over any of your credits from animation. Like, I had to fight with them to transfer over, like, the gen ed stuff. Like, first of all, it's the Art Institute. You guys are nothing. Like, why are you making me take English and science classes at the Art Institute? You're only doing it to take more money from me.
I get mad once a week, and I'm furious.
Yeah, like, come on, guys. So, like, I had to really fight with them to even let, like, Photoshop classes that I had taken in the animation program. They were like, well, it's a different Photoshop class for photography. And I was like, I did 4 of them. Like, I know how to use Photoshop. Let me test out of it. And, like, they wouldn't. They would make me take the classes again.
Can I tell you an AI story that, like, might energize you? Or it might piss you off?
Go for it.
So
let's try.
This photographer I was working with told me a story where her friend was being called by the Art Institute, like, every day as a bill collector, and they would call her every day. And after, like, 6 months of them calling her every single day, she got the record from her phone company and talked to a lawyer, and she had, like, rights to sue them, and she got, like, a settlement because it was considered harassment.
Dude, that's awesome.
I know, I'm like, let my student loan call me. I'm like, call me. They won't.
I love it.
They would hope I would forget.
Anything from the Art Institute. Like, the Art Institute, I will say, like, I'm glad I went. I'm glad I did it. I wouldn't be doing the things that I'm doing now without the stuff that I learned there. More importantly, the people that I met there.
Yes.
Like, some of the teachers that I had were amazing. And they were, like, the most influential people I've ever met, like, as far as my art career goes. So that was great. But the school itself was awful. Everything about it was awful. Like, I remember one of those Photoshop classes I had to take. The guy, like, I swear he lied to get the job there because he didn't know anything about Photoshop. He didn't know how to use it at all. And, like, he was teaching, like, a beginner's Photoshop class, so I guess he thought he could fake his way through it. But I had already taken 4 or 5, however many Photoshop classes I had taken in the animation program, so I already knew how to use the software.
Yeah.
And then, like, sitting in this class, and he's trying to tell everyone how to do things, but then he's not able to do it. And, like, I'm having to, like, you click there. Like, I'm having to tell him how to do stuff. And, like, it was a joke. Like, it was a joke. I couldn't believe that, like, I'm paying $2,000 to be in this class, and I have to tell the teacher how to do stuff because he doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, I took, when I was in college, I did take, like, a computer class, and we had to get a textbook that came with a disc, so you couldn't buy the textbook used. And when it was the last week of fucking class and we still had not opened the disc, I was ready to fucking take a bat to my professor's car. I was like, this textbook was $160. About internet? About the internet? Where I could look everything up? And we never used the disc? I was like, criminal activity right here.
Yeah. They tried to accuse me of stealing a camera at the Art Institute one time too.
That was your right. That was your dowry. You take that camera.
Yeah, I didn't take the camera. I don't know what happened, but it's like I was in a videography class, and you know, they had those big expensive cameras that we would rent from they had like an equipment rental thing in the school, and like the whole class was out in the parking lot, like learning how to use a jib or something. I don't know. We were doing something in the class, and I guess one of the cameras didn't get returned, and for some reason they decided I was the one that took it. And they told me like, oh, you can't come back to school until you give us $10,000 for the camera. And I was like,
yeah, fucking
hell
right.
nah. And I went down there, and like I knew the kid who worked at like the checkout desk for the equipment rental thing, and he told me that the one who said that I was the one who took it was the professor. Like he was the one who said I took it. So like I went straight there. I went straight to him, and I was like, yo, why are you telling people I took a camera? And I don't remember how that got resolved. I think they eventually found the person who took the camera, and like, well, I was pissed. Like I'm pretty sure I got like written apologies for that one because they wouldn't let me come to class. I missed like a whole week of class. They wouldn't let me come.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it was a joke. Like, because we were in the parking lot and we were like working near my car, I think that was the teacher's reasoning. Like that was why he decided that I was the one who took it, because my car was close to where we were filming and I must have just put the camera in my car.
What?
And so I was like, did you see me put a camera in my car? Like, did you see me take it?
Why
like,
would
no,
I need to take it? You could have just rented it.
Like, yeah. It's like, all right.
I took
I hated it.
I took a photography class in college, and my camera like broke maybe like the 8th week. And when I talked to my professor about it, I was like, I think I have to like send it out. It'll be this many weeks. Do you have one I can borrow? And he was like, you know, there's only one extra and it's already lent out. He's like, if you don't get a new camera by the end of the week, you have to leave the class. So I got an S. I think an S like on your, it means like you didn't complete the class, but you didn't fail the class.
Yeah.
I was so upset.
Yeah, I mean, the Art Institute loves to like fail you. Like in the photography program when I was there, they were like certain classes like lighting. They said they would tell you like you're not going to learn everything you need to learn only taking this class once. You're going to need to do everything twice. So no one passes it their first time.
Fuck that.
And I was like hell, I'm not going to pass this my first time.
Yeah, I'm going to get a light tutor.
They failed me, and I was like, bullshit, I failed this class. I saved all my grades for every assignment we ever did, because they would like just give you zeros on things. Like, no, you didn't do a good enough job, 0. But like, I would argue, like, I had a C in the class. Like, I should have passed the class, but they still gave me an F. And I was like, nah, you're not making me take this class again. Like, I passed this fucking class. So the director of the photography program hated me because I was always getting into it with him about everything. Like, no, I'm not taking the class twice. I didn't steal a fucking camera.
You're paying to go to school. I don't see why you can't act that way, you know?
Yeah, that guy eventually got fired, but yeah, I hated that shit. Like, no, I'm not paying for the same class twice. Like, I already took this class. I passed it. You know, you're not making me pay for it again. That's why that school's closed. That's why it doesn't exist anymore. Because they're just awful.
Yeah, I actually, my last semester in college, my teacher, our final was due like the day after our last class. So we had to slip our paper under her office door, which was like the craziest thing. Like, how about it's due on the last day of class, but it was due the next day where there was no class. So I had to come all the way to school to put this shit under her door. So she accused me of plagiarizing it, and she wanted me to send her the digital copy so she could run it through like a plagiarizing program. And I was like, no, fucking class is over. Grade it. Like, I'm not doing that for you. And I got an S there too. I didn't I didn't fail the class. I just got nothing. The last day of class. Wow. The next day. Not even the last day of class. But I hope she eats shit.
Yeah.
But at school, I'm just like the thing is, like, you can't, I'm just like you at school. Like, if you told me I plagiarized it, I'm gonna fucking act up. Otherwise, I'm cool. Yeah. I don't talk in class. I'm just chilling. Perfect attendance. Like, I'm just here. But if you accuse me of plagiarizing, why? Like, why did you point the finger at me?
That's just the way I am, like, in life. Like, I'm a chill person. Like, I'm cool with everybody until you, like, disrespect me. Then I'm just like, I'm not cool with you anymore after that. Like, I'm going to speak up. I'm going to say something.
I think the problem is, like, how do I say this? I feel like you almost, like, why accuse me? Like, what's the underlying, what are you trying to say? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. No, like, I was always, because, you know, I've been tattooed for a long time, so I was always, like, I pretty much look like this. I think I was apprenticing at the tattoo shop when I was going to the Art Institute. Like, that was rough. Going to college full-time and being an apprentice, like, that was a pain. But, so, like, I was just, like, the weird guy at school because I had my tongue split. I didn't have my eye tattooed yet, but, like, I had my arm implants. I got my arm implants while I was there. Like, I remember the day after I got my implants, I had to go to school with, like, my arm taped up to try and keep the implants from moving. And, like, I had to sit there in class with my arm, like, all aged and shit. Like, that was fun. I was always just, like, the weird guy at school, obviously. So they didn't like me, I guess. Even at an art school, you're expected to be weird.
Yeah.
But it was right, like, when I was finishing up there, they brought, like, a new, like, dean in, and he was, like, super religious. And he made them take down every painting in the school that had nudity in it because it was, like, against his religion. And he canceled, like, he said no more life drawing classes because the models were naked. Like, this is art school.
Huh.
Yeah, It was crazy. I was like, I'm so glad I'm done here.
My little homie Sev, she goes to art school right now, and she was in the life drawing class, and the model fainted. So that
happens. They hold those poses a long time.
Yeah, so they couldn't, like, gather her because she was naked. So they had to just, like...
Yeah. Throw a blanket over. What do you do in that situation?
Yeah, I don't really... There's probably a flannel or two in the audience to...
Yeah. That's crazy.
Oh my god, when I had no money, I would go on Craigslist to look at those, like, because they pay those models, like, $200. Oh my god. I applied to, like, over a dozen. I was like, I don't care what they see. $200. I never got it. It's in such high demand. Like, everybody, those models. Yeah. She fainted. That was her big opportunity. I'm teasing.
Yeah, she blew it.
I'm like, that could have been me.
I took that class when I was doing animation. Like, obviously I had to take life drawing. I think I took, like, life drawing 1 and life drawing 2. Like, I took it 2 times, and it was an 11-week class. Like, this semesters of the Art Institute are 11 weeks, and every week we had a different model in there.
Damn, that's where your tuition went.
Yeah.
Oh, someone in the chat is saying you only get paid $18. I mean, there's a couple art institutes in Philadelphia, so I don't know if I was applying to the big boys. But they were like $200.
I tell you right now, they were not paying models $18. Like, they're there for 4 hours, and they would hold the poses for like 20 minutes at a time. We'd take like a half-hour break in the middle, but they would basically be posing the whole time.
Well, she said my school paid $100 an hour. What?
Yeah, an hour. $100 an hour. The chat keeps bitching about freckle tattoos.
Oh, it's because I had a story. So not to put this girl on blast, I'm not sure if she was my subscriber. Sometimes like people will just watch one of my videos and then like DM me with a question.
Yeah.
I did want to ask you something about that as well. I actually wrote that down, but we were talking about CBD. I don't know.
Yeah.
So this girl DM'd me earlier, and she's like perfect, and she got freckle tattoos, and she was somebody whose complexion was completely clear, and I guess decided to get freckles, and they look really foreign on her because like when I got my freckle tattoos, I have freckles already, so it just looked like more. But she was like, just like whatever her background or her complexion, nothing, not even like a dimple, just like smooth.
Yeah.
And the tattoo artist gave her freckles here, like a band across her face. But it was like all like do 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 do. She's like, this doesn't seem right. Well, she DM'd me and she didn't send me a picture or anything. She's like, I Googled freckle tattoos and I found your videos and I went to ask you for advice. How can I fade my freckle tattoos? I don't think they look right. And you know, even like as a hairstylist, they tell you like, oh, you give somebody bangs and they'll ask you for bangs. But then when you're done, they don't like the bangs. But then after 7 days, they like the bangs. So I'm like, my instinct was to be like, oh, just wait on it. Like, you never had a tattoo there and now you do. It's unfamiliar in the mirror. But then she sent me the picture and I was like, ooh, that might not be right. So I told her to like wash her face with Proactive. Like I felt really bad. And I wanted to ask you, do you ever get DMs from people with like a tattoo story that like hurts you? Like I felt very bad for this girl.
Yeah, I've had that happen before. People have like DM'd me like, I just got this tattoo. Do you think it's okay? Or
that's always
like,
so
what,
tough.
I just got a tattoo. It's awful. And it's like, you know, there's really nothing you can do. Like it's there. Like, you know, you might be able to go back in, go to someone else and clean it up. But it's like taking stuff out. Like I don't know what you would do about like freckle tattoos that you didn't like.
Yeah,
like, I wouldn't even know where to start.
There's a lot of questions for me to like properly diagnose that, and I'm kind of like you know, like what kind of advice is she looking for? So I didn't want to be like, well, is it like cosmetic tattoo ink? Is it real tattoo ink? Where did you go? What country do you live in? Like, there's a lot of stuff I need to know.
Like if they just took like black ink and just dotted all over her face, like you're not doing anything. Like that's in there.
Yeah, she said she was scared to show her boyfriend. I was like, wait a second, what? How old are you? Because once you're like 28, what does your boyfriend doesn't like it? Who cares? But you know, 19.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's rough.
Yeah, I feel bad, but I do get messages like that.
Honestly. Yeah, no, me too. Something like that, though, it's like, if you really wanted to get rid of it, you're going to have to just laser it. And at least something like freckles would be an easy thing to laser.
Yeah, but it's your face. And like I said, her face was, like, pristine. I was like, oh, let me look at her. Are you using Korean beauty products? What's going on here? You look great.
Yeah.
But what's I guess,
the
like...
will...
Yeah. I guess, like, why jump to cosmetic tattooing? There's also a lot of like freckle tattoo products on the market to like wade into.
Yeah, I mean, I think pretty much every girl I follow has done like a freckles makeup look on Instagram before. Like probably should have found what worked. I mean, I'm sure she did. I'm sure she thought about it. I'm sure she didn't just wake up one morning and say, I'm going to go tattoo my face today.
Well, it's interesting.
I guess that's why you go to an artist that like knows what they're doing.
Oh, Dirty Soy is leaving. Have a nice time. Wash your hands. I think I don't know. I was way more comfortable having my face tattooed because I have other tattoos and I like looking different. You know what I mean? That's why I think if I like got like any sort of cosmetic procedures, I feel like I'm already so familiar with it because like I had plastic surgery when I had my earlobes reconstructed. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
No, I mean, I'm the same way. Like like I said, I'm planning some more face tattoos, and like I'm not worried about it. It's a big step. Like tattooing your face is a big deal. But even like my first face tattoo, I didn't really think anything of it, just because like I'm used to altering my appearance, I guess.
I feel like there's a lot of pressure on what we look like, and that pressure when like not to speak for you, but when you and I started to get modified, you really did it for yourself and like your appearance and like your outward appearance to strangers. But appearance is so different now because you constantly are taking photos of yourself, especially us. Like what we look like is our business. It's our front door, you know?
Yeah.
And even everyone else on social. Like I feel so weird taking pictures of myself quarantined inside of my house, but we all are. Cuz I feel like, oh, look at me. I'm in a cage. But also like that expectation to perform is still there. So you still have to put on makeup or do something cute or interesting or clever, like that hat you wore on Instagram.
I was gonna wear that because like I'm still wearing the same shirt. I was gonna just bring the Instagram outfit, but I was like, I'll put a slightly different hat on. Might be able to see the chat better if I wear my glasses.
Lucky, I can't. They show up on my glasses. I hate that. I need to watch like a Skillshare on lighting so I don't have this reflection.
Okay, so with lighting, the angle of incidence equals the angle of reflection. So it's a hard concept to explain, but you just reposition the light a little bit. It happens to me because I have the Super Nintendo games behind me on the shelf, and you can kind of see like the light catches because I have them in clear cases. But you can move the light like ever so slightly. It's just changing the angle that the light is coming from can sometimes. You're gonna need to move it maybe back or something.
I'm learning.
The other thing you can do is, I don't know what that is on the wall. I can't really see it, but you can take the glass off. The posters I have on the wall behind me don't have glass in the frames specifically for that. Or you can tilt the frame just a little bit. Like either forward or back, like if you put something underneath.
Oh, they're all command stripped on there.
Okay.
Yeah, because
you can take the glass out.
I should do that. Yeah, because there's no reflection on Scott the Waz's glasses. You know?
I mean, I have like non-reflective lenses in here, but I'm looking directly at my light right now. And I guess you can see a little bit.
Yeah, but that's not bad.
Reflection, but
this is so
I never
weird.
really have a problem.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I think just like my second video, someone was like, "I see the lights in your glasses," and now I can't. It's all I think about.
Yeah.
So we're at the 2-hour mark. Do you want to just cover one more thing?
Sure.
Okay.
What else you got?
Oh, is there a raccoon outside? Philly's great.
Cool. Go catch it.
Oh no. Well, I'm pretty excited you came to the live stream. 2 hours is a long time, so thank you so much. I try to keep them 2 hours because I think
we tried to do this last week, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, but I think this is cool because it's like, I mean, you and I were saying, like, what kind of content do you even consume right now? Because you want to be in the know, but you don't want to... Everything seems to be, like, failing. So, personally, I like hearing from regular people. So,
yeah,
I'm glad, like, even if my audience is receptive to it, or if anyone came over, it's cool to just talk to somebody. And, like, when I talked to you last weekend, it was so grounding. It's really nice to talk to somebody who's going through it, but they're just like actively going through it. You know what I mean? Like they're pacing through it and they're not like, I don't know, obsessed with it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's weird. Like, I think we're both kind of like used to not leaving the house that often because, YouTuber life. But it's for some reason, now that everyone's telling us we can't leave the house, like it hits different not being able to see the homies,
It hits different, and you don't have that little reward. Like, after you edit for like 12 hours, it's nice to just like fucking go to Target. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Like I've been trying to like reconnect with like old friends, people I haven't talked to in like years. And like that's cool. Like it's been nice like reconnecting with some of like my old college friends and shit like that. And I'm trying to be less of a hermit, I guess, because I've become very much of a hermit doing this YouTube thing, which I kind of always been that way, but yeah, it's gotten bad over the last like year. Like I really like don't leave the house. Like it's a big deal for me to like go somewhere.
It
like,
doesn't
just, like,
have that same like, oh, my shift is over in an hour and then I'm gonna live it up. Like YouTube, like it doesn't have that same cutoff. Yeah. So I feel like you really have to put that effort in.
Even like when I do normal stuff, like go to the grocery store, because like obviously everybody at every store around here knows me because I'm like the weird guy with the blue eye. So like I just know like every cashier at every store, and like lately, because I'm like living by myself now, like every time I go to the grocery store, they're like, "Oh wow, you're here! Like I haven't seen you in so long," and it's like it's because I never leave the house, but thanks for noticing.
That's like my anecdote too, but it's true. But yeah, like you said, it used to be like voluntary or at least like work related, but I think I was telling you, it's like the air of doom, like I don't know. I also feel comfort being in a population of people like I'm the one inside, but you go out and have a life and keep the economy going. Now that's out too.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, those other people, the beautiful people, what will they do? Do you see that meme?
The cool people.
You see the meme that was like, gyms are closed, this summer's all about personality?
Yeah. It's true though. Although, like, I'm like, because I have nothing else to do. So, like, I'm just sitting at home. I'm going to try and get as huge as I can by the end of this quarantine. Like, for the last 2 weeks, I've just been, like, working out, which is nice. Like, it's good to be, because I haven't, like, done any sort of exercise at all since I stopped riding bikes, like, over a year ago now. So I'm, like, trying to get back in shape. And the weirdest thing is happening, like, my heart implant, it's supposed to just be like the outline of a heart, and the inside is supposed to be like sunken in, but it never has been sunken in. And now that I'm like working out, the inside is starting to sink in a little bit. So like now I want to see how far I can put, like, will it keep sinking in if I keep doing this? Like, so that's my goal now. I want to see if I can make my implant look different.
Yeah, I have interesting body goals like that too. It's weird because like when I was super into like body mod and like physically changing my body, like when I got my scarification done, I was like super into all of that stuff. And now I do want to change, not like BBL, not like surgery, but I would love to change like, I don't know, like my hips. Like, I'm saying work out and become more toned, but so I can put tattoos there. And I would like the way that they would lay differently than how they would lay now. Yeah. That was hard to say. I would like to look like a volleyball player from DOA. But, you know.
We ain't got shit else to do. That's why, like, I get why people get so swollen in prison, because you ain't got nothing to do all day but do push-ups. So, like, that's me right now.
Yes, the world is our prison.
Yeah, so like I'm just like that's my goal. I'm gonna get as swole as I can by the end of this quarantine. I'm gonna see how far I can push it, and we'll see where it takes me.
Whew. Is there a relay?
Did you just unplug your?
Yeah, like they're noise canceling, so now my voice sounds different. Oh, I didn't have to wear them the whole time. Now. Scott the Waz has a DOA Extreme Beach Volleyball game. I actually, my friends and I used to play that game because it had an option to dress the girls. And it had like a shop, so you could buy them like a barrette or like a new bathing suit. And I didn't know it was like a game that guys play to like like a fan service game. I was like, this is a fun game where I can dress the girls. And then I became older. I was like, what the fuck? I rented that at Blockbuster. They let me rent that.
Is the chat hearing an echo when I talk? Because I hear it on my end.
Oh, you do? Well, let's
Yeah, but it might just be Skype. I don't know if chat is hearing it.
Someone said yes, so I'm just gonna say.
And then other people, now everyone's saying no, they don't hear it. Well, if it counts, I don't hear it anymore either.
Oh. Huh? Say it again. Well, this has been my friend John Vilonius, spelled with an H. Check out Vilonius on Instagram. He's active on Twitter and a great YouTuber. Great edits, great sense of humor.
Don't do that. Don't. Yeah.
I don't know how do I say this. I watch Vilonius. We're not just friends where I'm like, oh, good talk. Like, I do watch your channel.
No, I watch yours too. I texted you after I finished your video last night. Like, there were a couple of like laugh out loud moments.
I thought about you when I made that sponsor read, because I like your sponsor reads. Yeah. I think they're good.
That was funny. I liked your bit. The timing was good, and I think the part where you were like, here's the crease in my ass or something. I was like, I'm going to cap that and post it on Twitter because it's hilarious.
Oh, no. Well, thanks. It's a beautiful sight to see. Two buds. Vilonius.
Yeah.
And Quivity. And, you know, if you get that physical copy of Animal Crossing, I'm very interested in that. But I'll need to go to Costco myself and get a PS4.
Yeah, do it. I didn't know I could pick up from GameStop, so I might, like, do that. So
I bet it won't be easy. It might take, you know, half hour to figure out. But
I'll try. I mean, I could just get it from Target. I was at Target the other day and they had it. I was like, I could just buy this here, but
that's where I got Cooking Mama, but I might make a video on that. Did you see that Cooking Mama drama?
No, what Cooking Mama drama?
Apparently, if you play Cooking Mama on your Switch, the Switch overheats because there's a blockchain written into the like the game mechanics. Then they say that it's mining Bitcoin, but then other people are saying it's not, and that's crazy.
That's hilarious.
I have Cooking Mama unopened because I was gonna like open it on my birthday, and now I'm like, is this worth money?
I keep forgetting. No, it's not your birthday yet. Okay. I don't know what the date is anymore. I don't know what day it is. I don't know nothing.
I know that, so that's why I'm posting. I'm working on weekends now because it like the viewers. Nobody has a concept of time. I'm not like, oh, I'm off on the weekends. Like, what weekend?
Yeah, I was thinking about that today. Like, what day do I even upload? Like, do upload days even matter anymore?
I had never uploaded a video on Sunday before, but I think it went okay. Everybody's, you know, home, right? I was really nervous to post on a Sunday, but I was like, oh shit, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't think it matters anymore.
Well, with that, thanks to everybody for being here on Monday live stream. If you like Vilonius, check him out, and feel free to comment down below if you want Vil to come back, and maybe we'll see me on your channel if you know, now that we figured out the mechanics for this.
We need to film something. We haven't done a collab in a while.
I had that collab idea for us. We could do it on your channel.
Yeah.
Well,
if it's I think it is. I don't want to do it on my channel because it's a tattoo thing. I'm trying to not do tattoo videos. If it's the one I'm thinking of.
Oh yeah, that would do better on my channel. Okay, we'll think of something else.
We'll do something else on my channel.
Okay.
Because I already started working on that. I already started working on the idea you had. So.
Okay, let's do that. Okay, we'll talk about this later. Okay, well. All right, thanks everybody so much. Thanks everybody who has participated in the super chat. You are amazing, and everyone who joined the channel members, and definitely check out Vilonius on the internet. Okay, thanks guys. Bye.